if you search Erling Haaland on Google, the Norway row and the drum comes up on the bottom of the screen. You can actually hit the drum. I was doing it this morning. It's pretty fun, and then you get to do the row. Everyone is getting involved in this, and not just the fans and the Americans. Everyone is loving Haaland, and it is mutual because Haaland also loves us as Americans. Take a listen.
I think it's a good thing because I like the Americans. I think they are kind of hilarious as well, and they are funny. So I like the way they are. So I think it's just good.
So he thinks we're pretty funny, but clearly this is entertaining for us and for him. It goes both ways.
What I take away from this is his balance in life. Like, I think he takes what he does very seriously, but doesn't take himself very seriously. And I have a lot of time for that. And it's been awesome to see him lean into that side of things and to respond to people. And it's just growing, this kind of reputation and aura around him.
Is he one of the biggest stars off the pitch of this World Cup?
Oh, yeah. I think the social numbers indicate, I think he's got more social following now than every club in the Premier League, apart from Manchester United, which kind of tells you, and they're a global superstar. So what I've actually enjoyed about him is I feel like for the first time I've seen him kind of take the pressure off of his shoulders. Like, he has a lot of pressure, whether that's especially with his club team and obviously Manchester City, the standards that they set for themselves there. And then every summer he's linked with probably a move to either Real Madrid, Barcelona, everybody else in between. For the first time, I've heard him talk a lot like he's an underdog. But his ability is obviously one of the best number 9s in world football. And that's a very dangerous space for anybody to be in, where they kind of take the pressure off of their shoulders, but you know that they have the individual ability to go and win a game and even probably go even further than Norway even predicted for themselves, because he is that outstanding.
Yeah, it has been very fun to watch.
I like when they ask him about, well, who's the best player?
Yeah.
It always point at somebody else.
Yeah, it's
like,
always somebody else. Who's going to win?
Mbappe.
Some other team's going to win.
He'll be like, yeah, they're going to wipe the floor of us.
That level of self-deprecation, I think, is really admirable, especially for a player of his stature.
You can tell he's having fun, especially on social media. I have so many friends that don't follow this sport at all, and they know about Erling Haaland, and they know about his social media posts, and they are now following him. So it's really getting everyone involved, and we're going to get more people involved in this. We are so pleased to welcome in our very own Geoff Shreeves back to Morning Footy. Hey, Geoff, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, all good, all good. I agree with Erling Haaland as well. Some of you Americans are hilarious. He's definitely right about that.
Oh, Geoff.
Not necessarily intentionally, Lisa.
Yeah, not all the time. It's so good to have you with us. Before we talk about this England-Norway quarterfinal matchup, I want to ask you about Haaland and the effect that he has had on casuals. Have you ever seen this before, where so many casual fans, not City fans, not Norway fans, have taken to a player?
I think he's only rivaled by the Mexican coach, to be honest with you, Lisa, for the standout social media moments of this World Cup so far. I think it's fantastic. I agree with JD as well. It's so genuine as well. He's just having fun. It's as simple as that. Now, it's a lot easier to have fun when you're scoring goals for fun as well, of course, but he's also quite clever. Don't be too fooled by this. When he said in the press conference yesterday, yeah, of course, England are the favourites. All the pressure should be on them, with a big smile on his face. He knows what he's doing. He's a sharp guy, isn't he? So they're very clever with it as well. But it's great to see the whole Norway team, you know, they're embracing it. They've been fantastic. They've been great value as a team. He is the spearhead of the team for obvious reasons. He is the social media face of the team as well, but there is more than him. They are a very, very good side, and you know that they've done fantastically, and they deserve to do so.
Yeah, Erling Haaland, 7 goals in only 4 games so far this tournament. Messi has, 8 and 5, and Mbappe 8 and 6. So if they can continue on in the tournament, Haaland does have a good chance of winning the Golden Boot. So you saw England in Azteca. How was that experience, and what did you learn about the 3 Lions that you think make them have a good chance of beating Norway?
Look, I think the game against Norway is very, very winnable for both teams, Jimmy. It's as simple as that. You know, this stage of the tournament, you have to respect each team. You know, this is far from a walkover, and I don't think you'll find anybody in the England camp that feels it is either, because, you know, they are a good side, as I just said. What have we learned about England? They seem to solve problems. They create some of their own problems. There was a lot of questions about selection beforehand, but I think Thomas Tuchel is proving that he is what we thought he is, why he was hired by the FA. He is a knockout specialist. He is a tournament manager, and his skills will be tested and tested the deeper that England go into this. So we're all waiting on what happens injury-wise today. They train at 4:30 local time here. Will Mark Gay train? Will Declan Rice train. You know, there's some big question marks there, and that could well shape, quite literally, the team that plays tomorrow.
Jeff, I'm so happy we're talking about the selection because the biggest question mark has been about the right back. I feel like that's been a situation before we even selected our full squad. Jarrell Quansah obviously now has a 2-game ban. Who steps into that position for you and who do you expect to start?
Oh, thanks, JD. Nice curveball there. Well, I think, JD, it's down to who's fit, isn't it? Because, quite simply, is Reece James fit? We'll see whether or not he trains today. No Quansah is available. Jed Spence has played there, but wasn't necessarily ideal. You could see, and if you think about the height of Erling Haaland as well, JD, I can see a scenario where John Stones comes in, knows him, obviously has played with him at club level, and they push Erling Haaland, who's been absolutely outstanding, out to right back. But then you're falling into the trap that most coaches try and avoid, which is disturbing more than one position. If you've got a problem in one position, don't change 2 positions. So he's, depending on fitness, he's got a dilemma there today, Thomas Tuchel.
Well, looking at that fitness of the back line is going to be a factor in this game against Norway because they're going up against Erling Haaland. How does England stop Haaland?
Well, you probably need to ask many other teams that have tried and failed, Lisa. We've seen what he's like. He's an incredible predator. We know that. The most common answer you get is stop the supply. You're not going to be able to stop him. He has such incredible skill and also physicality as well. You can't stop that. He is going to have his moments in games, even though they are few and far between. You know, he is, as I said, he is like a predator. Very, very quiet. He's kind of lying in the shallows, and all of a sudden, bam, he'll strike, and he's got you, and you're done. So can they cut the supply? Now, that's not just Odegaard, but also you've got to try and press them to stop the supply to him. But that in itself brings danger because you're talking about a team who knows how to pass around. Honestly, I think it's a fascinating game, and I don't see it as any more than 50-50.
Ooh, 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you see it any other way?
You heard what I said yesterday about Norway. I'm very nervous. I'm very, very nervous for England because this is the type of team that England probably on paper struggle with. They're the team that they should go out and beat, and when the expectation's on England, that's sometimes where we quiver and we don't show up the most. And then you have the quality, they have the quality to hurt you in the final third. And what you don't want to be doing is chasing a Norway team that can hurt you in transition. And Erling Haaland is one of the most effective strikers in that position.
JD, I do agree with me, though. I think it's changed a little bit. I don't think this set of players, this squad, I don't think there is a mentality in this squad now that is, we should beat this type of team. I don't think they think like that anymore. I think they respect all teams. I think they will be confident in their own ability, but they won't be arrogant and they won't expect a walkover by any stretch of the imagination. Now, they should be favourites, but you look at where they were, where Norway were when this tournament first started, that's all changed. Norway have played themselves magnificently into this. And also that they've got a coach, I think, is particularly astute as well. So I agree with you as an England fan, not as a journalist. Yes, I am slightly nervous, but equally, I think that England can beat them.
Yeah,
I agree with that too.
You're setting yourself up for success tomorrow. Let's talk about this again. I don't know. I think England gets a little bit of a confidence boost after beating Mexico at the Azteca. It's not easy to do, and in front of that crowd and that hostile environment, it has to give you a little bit more confidence. It has to give you two, English fans, a little bit more of confidence.
I've been here and seen it and done it before, so I'm just going to wait and see. We're just going to wait and see.
Well, Geoff, thanks so much. It is always good to hear from you and get your analysis. So we heard from Geoff. Now we're going to get our best bets from our CBS Sports betting analyst, Mackenzie Brooks. She's into the mix for this one. We've got England-Norway tomorrow in this quarterfinal. What do you have for us?
We have to start off with the power of friendship, right? We talk about Jude, we talk about Haaland. You have to think to yourself, how can I root for the friendship In total, so the power of friendship parlay, plus 166 payout, Bellingham 1 shot on target at least, and Haaland 2 shots on target. Now, apart from this just being fun for everybody, Bellingham has had at least 1 shot on target every game but 1 so far in the World Cup, and he's coming off games where he had 3 shots on target in the previous 2, so he's clearly finding his momentum as this England offense does. Haaland, we can assume the same, right? This is a guy who just continues to shoot his shot up to the 90th minute. You can count on him to be looking for the back of the goal here. So again, a number he's cleared in essentially every World Cup game thus far. You're really just asking 2 guys to continue the momentum they've shown us the previous 2 games for plus 166, power of friendship. Then we move on. England team total over 1.5, another bet that is cash in every single game but 1 so far in this World Cup. If you don't feel comfortable taking England to advance or just taking the England money line, another way to support this team, because I know even on the set specifically, not everybody feels 100% confident in that, but we should feel confident in the momentum of this England team leaving the Azteca for sure.
I like that bet a lot. I like both of those bets. I know those 2 are friends, played together at Borussia Dortmund. This one in particular I like because Norway's given up 9 goals so far in this tournament. So they have a bit of a leaky defense, which I think England can take advantage of.
Absolutely.
Mackenzie, well played.
Yeah, well done, Mackenzie.
I hope
like
everyone
the
gets
power
in
of
on the power of friendship.
I pull
friendship's
that. Adorable.
Right? I
love
pull in
that.
the
Well
NFL
done.
sometimes when you know a wide receiver and a quarterback are good buddies. Maybe you
Yeah,
bet on
why
that
not?
wide receiver, but the power of friendship, you know, it comes into the betting world.